Hello, I'm Dr. TV Geeta and I'm going to give you a video on Python for machine learning. This is part of my course on machine learning, the second video, and this is brought to you through my YouTube channel AINEXUS. Please do subscribe to the channel. So the learning objectives of this particular video is to make you understand Python, the whole ecosystem of Python, how to create and manipulate arrays using NumPy, analyze datasets with Pandas, visualize data using Matplotlib, and build a simple machine learning model using Scikit-learn. So the first question is, why should we use Python for machine learning? The first thing is, it is easy to learn and understand. It is open source and free, which is very important. There is a large community support. There is a rich ecosystem of ML libraries, which you can use very easily. And it has cross-platform compatibility. And there is a strong support for AI and data science. And moreover, it is widely used in industry as well as research. Mainly, it is used for popularly data analysis, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, natural language processing, and automation. So let us first look at the Python ecosystem for machine learning. Python consists of basically three libraries, fundamental libraries like NumPy for numerical computing, Pandas for data manipulation, Matplotlib for data visualization, and of course the machine learning, traditional machine learning complete flow with Scikit-learn, and then you have TensorFlow and Python specifically for deep learning. So first you have to set up the environment. For that you have to install the Python packages, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Scikit-learn. Then you have to import the libraries of each of these NumPy, Pandas, and so on. And then also the development tools, like you must know the Jupyter Notebook, which you can see here, Google Colab, Visual Studio Code, and PyCharm. So this is a simple example of a Jupyter notebook. So first we'll go to the first one, which is NumPy. So as I already said, it's a fundamental library for numerical computing using multi-dimensional arrays. So if you can define an array, and you can also print the array. So here we have a 3 into 3 array. So the features of NumPy is that it is able to have fast multidimensional arrays. It does mathematical operations, matrix computation. It can do linear algebra, and it can do random number generation. So you can create an array and print it. And you can also have an array filled with zeros or ones. You can erase the numbers in an array, or you can have space also between the elements of the array. So here we have two arrays. You can also do mathematical operations like adding, multiplication, mean. It's all directly available. You can find max, min, sum, so on. Transpose also is automatically available. So these are available with NumPy. Now we go to Pandas. So Pandas is a Python library for handling structured data for data analysis and manipulation, which is a very important part of machine learning. So you can have one-dimensional or two-dimensional. So the applications include reading CSV files, cleaning data, filtering records, statistical analysis. Here you have a Jupyter Notebook where we have imported Pandas as PD, and we are defining a data, and then we are saying it's a data frame. So when you see it's a data frame, you can print it out like this. It prints it out as 0, 1, and the name and marks or whatever you want to say. So you have got a data frame. So data manipulation, you can read CSV files, which is very important. And some useful function is you can find head, info, describe, is it null, drop duplicates. This is very important in data cleaning. So it's able to do handling missing values, removing duplicates, filtering rows, selecting columns, and so on. So here we have again a similar data frame that has been defined, and you can manipulate it. So you can read data and clean it with Pandas. So here we have the students' data, which we can load as a CSV file, and you can find the first few rows or the last few rows, get information about the data, summary statistics, view column names. You can do data cleaning like detect missing values, remove rows with missing values, fill missing values with 0, or remove duplicate rows. So this is very important, and you can rename columns, convert data types, filter rows, sort values, so lot of things. Whatever you think you need to do with that, you are able to do. Most of it you are able to do with. Next we go to the next library, which is Matplotlib. So it is a visualization library used for creating data visualization, graphs and charts, which is very important for machine learning because it shows it in both in research and industry. So the application include exploratory data analysis, model evaluation, trend, communicate the insights effectively. You can have line chart, bar chart, histogram, scatter plot, pie chart. So this is an example of how you will plot with MATLAB. So you first import the data, then say I want to plot x and y, which you have defined. Then you say you give the label for x-axis and the label for the y-axis. You could have given any name, and then you say the heading, and then you say plot show. So it will show the line. Okay. So you can have scatter plot, you can have bar plot. So these are very important for correlation analysis, category comparison, data exploration, and so on. Next we have the Scikit-learn, which is a machine learning library for Python, and it is most popular for traditional machine learning. So it makes machine learning simple. Yeah, it can classify, it can do regression, it can do clustering, it can do feature selection, it can do model evaluation, it can do data preprocessing. Some of the very popular algorithms are available: linear regression, random forest, logistic regression, k-nearest neighbors, decision tree, support vector machines. All are supported by Scikit-learn. So let's build a simple model. Any simple model, you have to load the data, split the data, train the model, and predict the results. So what we've done here is we've got data x and y, and you divide it into some by some ratio. Okay, and so you have two sets: train and test, x and y. So first you decide what the model is. Here we are saying linear regression, and then you model fit with the data available in xtrain and xy, and then you use that to predict whichever you want. Here he's predicting 5, x value 5, and print the predict. So it gives you at 8. That's a simple example. So the complete machine learning workflow, you have to collect the data, load the data, which you can do using Pandas, clean the data, which again you can use Pandas, numerical processing, you can use NumPy, visualize Matplotlib, split the data using the Python program, train the model using Scikit-learn, evaluate the model and do the prediction. This is a typical machine learning pipeline also. So it is able to do the complete machine learning workflow. So if you take a simple regression example, so you have to import Pandas as PD, and then you train test split, you do import, and then you have the reading the CSV file. So that's and then you define x as the hours and y as the score, and you split it. Then you model linear regression, and then model fit, and this gives you the final. So basically import, create the model, train the model, and predict. Okay. So the real world applications include very important, because machine learning is, as you know, transforming a lot of industries and solving real business problems. So using Python makes it much simpler to do. So some examples are the domain and the examples: healthcare, disease prediction. These are only some examples. Finance, credit risk analysis; retail, sales forecasting; banking, fraud detection; education student performance prediction, manufacturing predictive maintenance, e-commerce product recommendation, then agriculture crop yield prediction. So basically we have looked at what is Python, what does each of its NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and Scikit-learn do, and I've given the references, some important short and descriptive questions. I've also given you programming exercises to do. In addition, please do try out these mini projects. As of now, these need only these Python for doing these. And I've also given you the data sets. So it should be easy for you to do these projects. Thank you very much. Please do remember to subscribe to my channel AINEXUS. And next I will be seeing you with the mathematical concepts necessary for machine learning. There will be two videos on that. So the next video talks about linear algebra and calculus. Okay. So thank you.